Good morning. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Let's take a deep breath in and get settled in. Have you noticed that you can get more done when you're relaxed? We think in pictures. We can build pictures in our mind and develop ideas to bring them into form, into physical reality. Physical reality is the final stage. Everything begins in the mind. That's how everything is built, everything is made, everything is created. First, it was an image in someone's imagination. The car you're driving, the house you're living in, the clothes you're wearing. Think about where you live. Everything in your home is something that you thought of, you made, or you saw and you wanted, and you purchased it, and you figured out where to put it. Sometimes we get overloaded with things in our life, and we just need to step back and decide what's really important. What am I working for? What do I love about life? First, you see an image in your imagination, and then you get emotionally involved. And as you do, your actions bring it into real life. If you decide that you're going to go after a beautiful goal, you want to take a trip, you want to build a business, you want to get married, you start to think of all the things, all the experiences, what could happen, what kind of clothes you're going to wear, what you're going to see. You make a plan and you go after it. Sometimes people say things just off the cuff, like, I want $1 million, or I know I'll be happy once I have that new car because this one's not working. We end up holding ourselves back because we spend so much time looking at what we don't want instead of building our life by design. Most people build their lives by default, just whatever comes along. You ever ask yourself, what do I really, really want? What would I love? If the universe is infinite, and it is, and I could have anything, what would that look like? Bob Proctor was my mentor, and he said, if you don't intentionally create your future, your mind will recreate whatever it got used to seeing in the past. Whatever it got used to seeing in the past. We have a subconscious mind that runs our life. It runs the program in our mind, playing the same recording over and over and over and getting the same results. An important question to ask yourself is, do I want today to be a repeat of yesterday, a repeat of last Monday, a repeat of 5 years ago? Am I doing the same things and getting the same results over and over and over? And if so, is it what I love? Or are there some tweaks that could happen? Are there some major changes, some shifts that I would like to see? Spending time daydreaming and thinking about what you really love, getting emotionally involved and excited about it, that's not a waste of time. That's designing your future. That's creating what you want instead of going along living the same old. We learn through repetition and usually emotional impact. Emotional impact. If something we decide that we're going after and we love it so much, we're going to do anything to have it be part of our life. And most people just play small. Most people play not to lose. Most people have an aversion to risk. They're afraid of losing what they already have. So they just hold on so tightly to what they already have, what they've already created, what they've already received, in order to not lose it. If you have a dream, a goal, something that you want to accomplish in this lifetime, is it written down? Do you fantasize about what that would be like? The greatest inventors of all time spent time sitting quietly, daydreaming, fantasizing, doodling, drawing pictures of what they want to create. Rather than complaining about a bad relationship, can you think about what you love about your relationship? Maybe what it was like in the beginning when you fell in love. How did it feel? Getting vibrationally involved, getting emotionally involved. Your subconscious mind speaks the language of emotion. Your conscious mind understands words, it creates pictures, but until that is emotionalized, planted in your subconscious mind, it can't really happen because we just keep living the same patterns over and over. There's something that you would choose to be different. Let's take some time to write. If you had unlimited money, you don't have to worry about paying bills. You don't have to worry about getting out of debt. You don't have to worry about how much something costs. If you're looking for something, material objects, what does your ideal dream home look like? If you had all the money and all the time to do whatever you want, what would you be doing? Would you be backpacking across Europe? Or would you be enjoying a penthouse suite in New York City and strolling in Central Park? Would you be living on your own island? Or would you be creating houses for those less fortunate? Or maybe both, maybe all of that. It's so fun to just think about unlimited wealth. What would you do first? Would you pay off your children's debt or your parents? Would you take the whole family on a trip to Hawaii or Alaska or Disneyland? You didn't have to worry about how much time it took or how much money it cost. What would you be doing with and for your loved ones? If you have a pen and paper, write down what it is that you truly desire and how it feels. You might want something that other people say is crazy or it's never going to happen. Don't listen to naysayers. Don't listen to other people's opinions because they don't know what's in your head. They don't know what's in your heart. If you wanted something really special, if you're creating something special, changing the world around you, write down not only what it looks like, but what does it feel like to have it accomplished? Proctor also taught me that everything is energy. We are a mass of energy and we function on frequencies. Albert Einstein said everything is energy. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get it. It can be no other way. This is philosophy. This is not philosophy. This is science. We attract what we are in harmonious vibration with, negative or positive. We are governed by universal laws, and the universal laws are always working, whether we know it or not. We want to use the law of attraction or the law of vibrational energy. We want to work with it instead of against it. As you visualize what you wrote down, a beautiful goal, and feel the energy of it, maybe you feel an electrical charge, maybe you feel a tinge of excitement, maybe you feel a twinge of selfishness or guilt or shame or jealousy. We attract what we're vibrating in harmony with. So if you think that it's going to take a long time, if it's scary, if it's too big, if it starts to bring in some anxiety, that actually attracts more reasons why you can't have your goal. You want to just enjoy it. Enjoy it in your mind's eye. Enjoy drawing pictures of it. Maybe start researching what you want. Start using Google or magazine pictures or Canva. Find some beautiful pictures that match what you really desire. The trip, the home, the car, the experience. Surround yourself with beautiful pictures that are representing a vision of what you would love to live in your life. Start thinking about, how can I do that? What would it look like? What would it feel like? When we think on a higher vibrational level, we attract better things into our life. When we start out in the morning thinking about, this is going to be an easy flowing day, everything is going to fall into place, we get ourselves into an energy that can actually be measured. Well, everything vibrates, including money and thoughts. As you send out thoughts of what you really want, your goal, the new results you want in your life, spending time thinking from that higher vibrational frequency isn't a waste of time. It's not idle daydreaming. It is focusing your energy on creating a picture and getting into the spirit of what it's like now that your experience. When you can get clear in your mind and feel it in your heart, get clear on what you want and think about what it's going to feel like and get so emotionally involved in it, your subconscious mind starts looking for evidence. Your subconscious mind starts to filter out the things that don't match your goal, starts to show you opportunities. Bob Proctor also taught me that you cannot create the future that you really want from your past and current thinking patterns, continuing to feel, act, and think based on your past results. The future is a beautiful, wide open unknown. As human beings, we tend to fear the unknown and we worry so much about how things will happen, what might happen, what might go wrong. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the how. When you get an idea, start to take action, and that leads you to the next step. We don't want to look to the past because we're just going to create more of what we don't want, not what we really want. Your goal must be more compelling than your comfort zone, your paradigm, the habitual way you have been thinking and acting. What is it that you truly desire? Paint a picture of it in your mind. Van Gogh said, I dream my painting and then I paint my dream. He created a vision in his mind. He had a picture. He started with a picture of what he wanted to create before he took paint to canvas. When you think about what you really want, don't think about it as a wish or a hope. Write it down. Draw a picture of it. Maybe collect pictures that match what you want to create. Keep the idea in your conscious mind and repeat it so often with emotion that it gets programmed into your subconscious mind. And then things fall into place. Everything falls into place based on what you've emotionalized. I used to think that I was not creative. I used to think that I wasn't talented. I used to think that I couldn't draw or paint or create. But I promise you, everyone is creative. Most of the time, people are creating what they don't want. Most people have been lulled into the false belief that some people are creative and others are not. The beautiful truth is everyone is creative. Most people don't talk about or act like they're creative, and the truth is not always in the appearance of things. A small select group of people have developed their creative potential, while most others have not. Everyone desires more fullness in life, a greater and brighter vitality in ourselves, less restrictions in our surroundings. Our creative ability will enable us to enjoy this fullness and vitality in life. Bob Proctor always said, don't follow the crowd because you won't get any further than the crowd. The person who walks the creative path is likely to find themselves in places that no one has ever been before. That might be exciting and maybe a little scary at the same time. You have two choices in life. You can dissolve into the mainstream. You can go along with the masses. You can try and keep up with the Joneses or fall into the opinions of what other people think of you. Or you can be distinct, unique, different. To be different, you must strive to be what no one else but you can be. You are unique. Don't be so concerned with the opinions of others. Follow the quiet, creative voice from within you. That means don't go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Steve Jobs said you cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking back. So decide what you want to do. And as you think from the goal, from the wish fulfilled, from that beautiful life you want to be living, just think how you're going to feel once you're doing that, once you've already done it, once you've accomplished it, once it's yours. An essential aspect of creativity is not being afraid to fail, to do something different, to take a risk, to risk being laughed at or criticized, to risk doing something out of the ordinary to get something different, to get what you really want. If you want something better than what you already have, you have to have a great attitude. And attitude is a combination of your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. When you get an idea of something you really want, and you say, "This I will do," There are going to be dark days. There are going to be stumbling. There are going to be roadblocks. That's why your goal has to be something that is so compelling. You love it so much, you're going to do anything. You're not going to stop when you face a roadblock. You're going to go around, over, or through until you reach that destination, that beautiful goal that's in your heart. Take action even when you're afraid. Take action even if people laugh at you. Decide where you're going. Decide what you really want. Make up your mind. And then do something that your future self will thank you for. Do something that you're going to be proud of. Do something different than the way you've always been doing it. See if you can think a thought today that you can transmute into your reality. What would you love? Get energetically involved in your mind and in your heart, and then start to take an action that will change your life. Don't listen to everyone else's opinions. Listen to your own heart. Listen to your intuition, your internal guidance system. It knows what you want, and it knows how to get there. Follow your heart, follow your instinct. Create a wonderful day. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7. And for my clients, we're going to talk about leading your life as the most valuable person in your life. I'll see you back here at 9 o'clock this morning to talk about you being a unique, valuable individual. And tomorrow morning at 7 for another round of morning mindfulness. Thank you.